Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Provocative Biofield by Sagarika Babu. This video is about locomotion and movement. Movement is one of the significant characteristics of living beings. Movement of living objects is sustained or autonomic, while the movement of non-living objects is usually induced by some external force, right? So, these movements, when they result in change of place or location, they are called as locomotion. For example, walking, running, climbing, swimming, flying, all are locomotory movements. All locomotions are movements, but all movements are not locomotions, right? So, basically there are two types of movements are there. One is non-muscular movements, another one is muscular movements. So first let's learn about the non-muscular movements. So non-muscular movements in living organisms. There are four types of non-muscular movements are there. What are they? Number one is ciliary movement. Number two is flagellar movement. Number three, pseudopodial movement. Number four, cytoplasmic streaming movement. First let's learn the ciliary movement. The ciliary movement is seen in ciliates like Paramecium. Here the cilia, it helps in the movement of food through the cytopharynx and also in locomotion as well. So this cilia not only in Paramecium, it is also present in our body's trachea, vasa efferentia and oviducts. So what will the cilia function here is, they help in pushing dust particles in cilia, sperms in vasa efferentia, eggs in oviducts. Okay. Next is flagellar movement. In sponges, flagella of choanocytes maintain water currents and also help in trapping food. So these flagellar movements also perform locomotion in euglenoids. Fine. So sperms in our body, human body, sperms also use flagella for locomotion. So these are some examples for flagellar movements. Next movement is pseudopodial movement. This pseudopodial movement is observed in organisms like amoeba. In our body, the movements which exhibit the pseudopodial movement are leukocytes and macrophages. So these two are the examples for pseudopodial movement. The another movement is cytoplasmic streaming movement. It is also known as cyclosis. In eukaryotic cells, circulation of material inside the cells, it takes place by cytoplasmic streaming. So these are some of the non-muscular movements. Next, let's see about the muscular movements. So these muscular movements usually involve both internal and external body parts. So what are the examples for the movements in external body parts means? Number one, capturing and ingestion of food. Number two, breathing. Number three, locomotion. Number four, maintaining equilibrium. Number five, offense and defense. Then muscular movements in internal body parts such as peristalsis in the gut for the passage of food, and movement of diaphragm which assists in flow of air through the respiratory tract, and finally blood circulation. So these are the movements in internal body parts. So basically this locomotion is seen in animals in their search for food, shelter, water, mating partner and breeding, right? In human body, three types of movements are exhibited by the cells. Number one is amoeboid, number two ciliary, number three muscular. First let's learn the amoeboid movement. Amoeboid movement is seen in certain specialized cells such as macrophages and leukocytes. Cilia, they helps in removing the dust particles in the trachea and passage of ova through the female reproductive tract. Next is muscular movement. Movement of our limbs, jaw, tongue, etc. they require muscular movement. Okay. Now let's learn what are the locomotion in the various animals. First, man. Man's locomotory organ is hand and legs. For amoeba, the locomotory organ is pseudopodia. For euglena, flagella. For jellyfish, body tube. For paramecium, cilia. For prawn, appendages. For toad, legs. For coelenterata, example hydra, it is tentacles. For annelida, example earthworm and leech, the locomotory organs are body wall muscles, parapodia, suckers. Setae. Arthropoda, examples crab, insect, scorpio, the locomotory organs are jointed appendages and wings. For mollusca, example snails, the locomotory organ is muscular foot. Echinoderm, such as starfish and brittle star, the locomotory organ is tube feet. For fish, the locomotory organs are myotome muscle and fins. For birds, the locomotory organs are wings and legs. So I covered all the basics in the locomotion. I hope you understand better. Thanks for watching. Before ending the video, I request you to subscribe my channel and also share my videos. Thanks for watching.